Yo, what's up, people? It's your buddy Philko here, putting live in your mama's house once again. Doing my thing as I usually do. And in this video, I want to talk about a topic I haven't really spoken about before. But I'm going to get to it now because I think it's about time for me to do it. And sorry for my voice, I was kind of yelling. I guess you could say yelling for a little bit, crazy ass chick, whatever. But my voice will recover. I'm doing better now. And I want to get to the topic. So, this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about so-called sex tourism and what exactly it is. And first thing I want to do is during this video, I don't want you guys to think I'm speaking about that pedophile shit that people be doing. Those guys who, they spoke about them on South Park, but those guys who like travel the world and sleep with young little boys in Asian countries and shit. I watch those shows. Like, Chris Hansen can't even handle these dudes, but like, those guys who travel to other countries to meet. Well, it's not even, it is their fault. But it's also like the adults of the countries they travel to who like sell them to these people. Who sell these little kids to these, not even rich foreigners, but foreigners with like more money than they do for sex. You know what I mean? So I'm not talking about that. Right now, when I talk about sex tourism, I'm talking about just adults who travel to have sex with other adults who want it. Alright? So, forget all that crazy shit. I'm talking about the normal, just adult on adult shit. Sometimes for money, sometimes not. But right now, I'm just talking about adult on adult. Or adult on adults. You feel me? So, my opinion on sex tourism, I don't care. I never cared, and I don't care. People usually care and get butthurt over sex tourism are people who suck and their lives are boring and they don't get what they want to get from life, so they're mad about other happy people. Because the truth is, if a person is a sex tourist, if they're going somewhere and having sex with women, that means they're, having sex with women who want to have sex with them. So where's the issue? I'll wait. There's no babies, no STDs being spread by this. I'll wait. So, if the person's going around having sex with people who want to have sex with him or her, where's the issue? Same thing like when a woman travels, maybe not for sex, but for love, so she doesn't have to go back to her home country. If she gets married to this man who wants to take care of her and stuff, where's the issue? I'll wait. Some people get mad and say she should go back to her own country, but what for? There's a man here who takes care of her, and they got married, now she could legally stay. What's your issue? So my thing is just a lot of people are angry with happy people, and that's the problem with the world. People have a problem with happy people, especially people who are happy in ways they can't be happy in. They just get mad. You know what I mean? People don't try to see things through other people's eyes. They just want to see it through their own and take their anger and frustration of their own lives out on other people. When it doesn't help anything, doesn't make anything better. Like I always say this shit when it comes to like people who hate on other people. Where has it gotten you? When you sit around complaining about what other people do, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that. Where has that gotten you in your life? Tell me where it's gotten you. Because if you guys haven't noticed, you've been watching me make these YouTube videos, and each year, my apartment gets bigger. Each year. From what I'm doing. So, from all this hating shit you do, where has it gotten you? Like, I'm seriously dying to know. Like, I actually reached a life goal, an apartment I actually really, really want to live in. This is the first one. The other two apartments, I was always saving up to get the one I wanted. Now I got it. Down payment and everything. You feel me? Security deposit, and I paid off the agent. Everything paid. Finally. Center of the city, smack dab in the center. From what I've been doing, where has your hate gotten you? And you hating on happy people. Where the fuck has that gotten you? What is it going to do for you? You're still going to be you, still going to wake up in the same bed, same situation, and you ain't going to improve because you're wasting your time hating. Get a life and do something productive. That's why I don't waste my time hating on happy people, because that time is taken away from time I could be using to make myself more of a productive person. So I don't get caught up in that stuff, you know what I mean? And then there's even the type of sex tourism where people go and pay to have sex with with adults. But you know what's interesting? Even countries like Russia, where prostitution is illegal, they still flirt with it. You know, any country that has strip clubs is flirting with prostitution. Like, what do you think's going to happen? You got naked girls dancing on guys. You don't think they're going to exchange information sometimes? And have sex with this guy because he has money, or even have sex with money? I believe if a country really didn't want anything like prostitution, they wouldn't have strip clubs. And this goes for any country that has them. So if you're really just against the whole idea of prostitution, maybe your country's religious or anything, then why do you have strip clubs? You're paying for a sexual favor, even though you may not be penetrating the woman, but you're paying them for sexual favors. You feel me? Now, I'm not against that. Don't get it twisted. I don't want anyone to think I'm here complaining about strip clubs. I don't like them for me. They're not for me. I don't go to strip clubs. I don't believe in myself paying for a woman to do something to me like that. But, like, it's to me, it's a form of prostitution. You know what I mean? And I have nothing against it, though. If that's what people want to do, like I said, once again, happy people. The girls aren't being forced. They're getting money. They need the money. Maybe they don't want to really do it, but they do it because they need that money. And they don't have to work there. They could work anywhere else, but they choose to work there maybe because they don't have, maybe there's not many other options, or maybe they like the money that they make at the strip club. There's many reasons they could be there. Maybe one of their friends work there and they're comfortable working there because their friend works there. Some of them are comfortable because their boyfriend works there as a waiter or something and he keeps his eye on her. There's many different reasons, but my thing is, if they're comfortable, they're happy. Now, no one really loves their job. Most people don't really love their fucking job. Just understand that. That's why I don't have one. Because I doubt I'll ever have a job that I actually love. But most people don't really love their jobs. They do it because they need the money. How many people you know would go to work on, let's say there was a day called Work for Free Day. And Work for Free Day, you could go to work and you won't get paid, or you could stay home and take the day off. How many people do you think are going to go to fucking work? Exactly. You understand? So most people don't like their jobs. And most strippers probably don't like their jobs that much, but they like the money. So sometimes when you ask somebody, do you like your job? They may say yes if you don't ask them the proper way. So the best way to ask is, if you didn't get paid so much for your job, let's say you were making half of what you were making, would you still work there? Would you still do it? Most people say, fuck no. But if they really like it, they will say, yes, if I got paid half, I'll just work more hours. That's a person who really likes their fucking job. If I get paid half, I'll just work more hours and make somewhere near the money I used to be making. But how many people you know are going to say that? Come on. So people don't really like their jobs that often, you feel me? And so, no, that's that, and that's why they probably do it. And I'm sure the same thing with prostitutes. They do it because they need the money. But my thing is, when it comes to sex tourism, if it's between two consenting happy adults, I don't care. I don't give a damn. You know, as long as they're protecting themselves, they're not involving any children in their fucked up ass relationship. Because I don't like people who, because I know some dudes who have like in Russia. I know some dudes who came to Russia, got girls pregnant and went back home. Or got a girl pregnant and went back home. I've seen that happen a few times, and I've never liked that. I've never liked that. I always thought that was kind of fucked up, especially for the child, you know? That's why I don't have children, because I'm a wild-ass dude. That's why I don't have children, because I don't want to involve someone else in my crazy-ass fucked-up life. And it's really messed up to me when you involve a child, and, you know, that child's innocent. Fuck what religion says, all that, born with sin. No, children are innocent. They didn't do anything to anybody. They don't deserve the fucked up life because of your horniness. You feel me? And your irresponsibility. So when people involve children in that stuff, it just kind of pisses me off. You know, I know one dude I used to talk to who did his thing, got some girl pregnant and left. And I'm like, dude, you know she's pregnant. Yeah, but you know, I got this and that to do. I'm like, dude, get out of here, man. Like, that's whack. And I haven't spoken to him since. I mean, we weren't close or anything. I spoke to him a few times, but that shit was just whack. And I'm the one who introduced him to that girl. Well, I didn't introduce him. They met because of me. So he watched my videos. And in the video I made with her, I tagged her in it. Then from that, watched my video, he got in contact with her, and we all met together. So I didn't really introduce him to her. He kind of got her from my page. But then he does that and just disappears. You know, that shit is kind of fucked up. Because now the baby's like, what, 2.5 now? Is going to grow up, without a father, not knowing what really happened. That dude's not helping her to raise him, not even financially. She might have to do some crazy shit for money if she ain't getting enough. You know, and man, that shit is crazy. So, yeah, man. So back to the topic. Like I said, I don't have much to say about that topic. I really don't care about it. You know, a lot of people care about it. Usually people who don't get any themselves. You know what I mean? And the whole thing is, hey, if it's between two consenting adults, everyone's safe, no children are involved, I see absolutely zero issue. Zero. I see nothing. You just mad because you ain't getting what you want. So stop being mad and get results. Yeah, don't get mad, man. Get results. Go do something. You know what I mean? And I guess that's basically it. I'm about to make a video about what's going on here because this girl kind of crazy. I mean, she's worth it though. But I'll talk about it in a second. And I'm out, Nicholas. Next video about her later.